Hello everyone, it's Ryan. How are you guys doing today? This vlog is going to be about, this is an astronomy vlog by the way. This is going to be about the star Betelgeuse. I know a lot of people have, or a few people have been keeping up with it, especially those who are avid stargazers who know the sky pretty well, or they just like to look up at the sky and might see a star that they like, depending on the color or whatever, how bright it is. And this vlog is going to be about the star Betelgeuse, which is in the probably the most famed and most distinct constellations in the Northern Hemisphere, Orion the Hunter. So, just a few fast facts about Betelgeuse. It's 640 light years away from Earth, so it's close in a sense, but then again, it's not that close. But it's classed as a red supergiant and is the 10th brightest star in the night sky. There's stars that are classified as the brightest. I don't know them all by heart, but Betelgeuse is obviously one of them, as mentioned. It is a really interesting fact about Betelgeuse also is that if you were to replace that with the sun, well, the sun with Betelgeuse, Betelgeuse would engulf Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, the asteroid belt, and a part of Jupiter. That's just a rough scale to, that's just an idea or a scale to show you how big, this supergiant is, hence the name supergiant. So why has it been so why has it been in the news or everything? A lot of people have been wondering. Well, the reason being is because if you're either a professional astronomer, who makes a lot of money, who works at NASA or anywhere, a scientist, or just simply an amateur astronomist like I am, who likes to go out almost every night and look at the stars, depending on the weather and what's out in the sky to look at, you'll notice with Betelgeuse, it's dimming. It's dimming gradually, not yeah, it's sorry, I'm trying to think of the right word. It's dimming gradually, not slowly. It's dimming a lot, and the reason being, it could be two things. One is because Betelgeuse is going through a certain phase right now. It's transitioning maybe into something else, or two, it's simply going to become a supernova. But these two scenarios or these two assumptions aren't verified or concrete. Well, although the supernova is verified, however, there's no guarantee it'll happen soon, because it could either happen tonight, it could happen tomorrow, it could happen in 5, 10, or 20 years from now, or it could just happen when it's supposed to happen, which is about 100,000 years from now. And by then, possibly, just possibly, humans might not even be on this planet anymore, which is 100,000 years. So if it takes 100,000 years for Betelgeuse to become a full supernova, there will be more than likely nobody on this planet anymore. And if there is, I can't even wrap my head around what Earth will look like that many years from now. But the reason Betelgeuse has done this before in the past. I've learned about this. I've heard about it actually. Betelgeuse has actually dimmed out quite a bit years and years and years and years ago. But what's really intriguing to astronomers is the fact that it's not brightening anymore. It's still dimming. So they're thinking, okay, something's got to happen here. Something's going on. So it's either going to go supernova way quicker than we think, or something else is happening with the star. So if it goes supernova, it's going to be seen here from Earth, obviously, because we can see it. We're not gonna hear anything because of two things. One, there's no sound in space. Two, we're very, very far from it. As I mentioned, we're about 640 or 650 light years away from that star, from Betelgeuse. So there's no way in hell that we're gonna hear that. No way in hell we're gonna hear that. But we will see it. And whenever Betelgeuse goes supernova, whether it's in our lifetime or any human's lifetime on this Earth, it's gonna be very bright. I'll tell you this. It's going to be brighter than the moon. That it's going to be so bright, obviously brighter than the moon, it'll cast its own shadows on people too. If it were to explode tonight or anytime in the future, this year or any year that we can see it, it'll be that bright. And it'll be bright enough to see during the daytime. So if you look up, even in the months where Orion isn't supposed to be up in the sky, like the spring through summer through early fall, you'll still see the Betelgeuse supernova. It'll be easy to track Orion in that sense. That's how bright the supernova will be, just to give you an idea of what it'll look like here on Earth. just like a big exploded star, just there for quite a few months at a certain magnitude, at a bright magnitude. So what is a supernova? In case you guys are asking, a supernova is basically it's just a dead star. When a star dies, all of its elements basically, in a sense, they turn inside out and then they explode, causing this massive explosion that's just beautiful but also terrifying if you're actually there, but beautiful here on Earth, that it causes it to be visible from who knows how many millions of miles away, light years away. And so like right now with Betelgeuse, it's composed, I believe, of a lot of hydrogen, and from what I've heard too, it's also has cobalt, I believe. So once those elements, start shedding all of its mass, it sheds its elements inside of itself, it becomes a supernova, and it stays a supernova for a few months until it dims out of existence, so to where we can't see it anymore. So that's the situation with Betelgeuse in Orion. And in case you guys don't know, Betelgeuse is the right shoulder in Orion. So it'd be like this star here. Like when we see it, Orion looks like this, for example. It looks like he's got his shield with his left arm and his left hand, and then he's holding his club like this with his right hand. Like if I'm flexing, as an example. So Betelgeuse would be on this arm or this shoulder. Bellatrix would be on this arm and this shoulder, and then you have his foot, which his 2 feet, and then of his 2 feet, his left foot is Rigel, which is brighter than Betelgeuse. However, that's not really supposed to be the case. With Betelgeuse, when it's at its max peak and magnitude, Betelgeuse is supposed to be brighter, either as bright or brighter than Rigel, which is pretty, which says a lot. But when you see it right now, it's pretty dim. It looks like an average star that you see in the sky. You might not know the name of it, but it looks like an average star that looks not that bright but not that dim. But Betelgeuse is gradually dimming. So it's a pretty big deal when you're talking about astronomical events, because all in all, what's going on with Betelgeuse is basically an astronomical guessing game. So you could say, as I mentioned, an astronomical guessing game in the sense where I said, it could explode tonight, or it could explode 100,000 years from now. You just never know. It could even explode maybe more than 100,000 years. You just never know. But the timetable for this can be soon or hundreds of thousand years from now. That's the whole thing with space. Nothing is really certain unless it's a meteor shower, comet that's passing by, an asteroid is passing by. Anything like that is pretty much spot on, pretty much accurate when it comes to astronomers letting the public know when these things are going to happen. And I have facts here. If you see me looking at this monitor right here, computer monitor, I have facts about Betelgeuse. And so again, supernovas occur when high mass stars can no longer fuse elements in their core. Meaning, again, let me read that again. Supernovas occur when high mass stars can no longer fuse elements in their core. So what that means is once a star can't, fuse together any elements, once it can't combine them, compress them, the star itself compresses, causing an explosion. And that's what creates a supernova. And that's what's going to happen eventually with Betelgeuse. So for those who are thinking the world's going to end, which I don't think anybody would think that, but there are people that are thinking that the world is not going to end, a supernova is not going to hurt us in any way. It's just going to be something. It'll be a very unexpected celestial event, because nobody can predict a supernova. Not just with Betelgeuse, but with any star in the sky, no matter the magnitude. A star can explode at any time. And that's what this vlog is mainly about. So I just want to share that with you guys, just to let you guys know that, Betelgeuse is on its way either to the full end of its life, or just going through a certain cycle right now where, it's just changing magnitudes. Where, like I said, it's done this before, but I don't think it's done it for this long. Obviously, I wasn't born yet when this happened, but right now it's kind of turning the tables. But that's my vlog for this, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscribe if you guys would. If you guys like the video especially, that'd be great. And till next time, guys, I'll talk to you guys soon.